Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia if you're new here. In today's video, I am super duper excited because ColourPop released the perfect collection for me. So I got a text the other day and it said, welcoming all muggles and wizards or something like that. I was at work, I got this text, I opened it up, I immediately clicked on the link and I picked up the PR kit. I didn't look at anything in it. I was like, ColourPop, Harry Potter, two of my very favorite things combined. I was like, yes, I'm getting the whole entire set. So that is going to be what today's video is going to be on. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first off, I want to go everything that came in this beautiful box. And we're going to go over pricing, and then I'll go ahead and get into the tutorial portion of today's video, creating this makeup look. But first, in case you're just interested in this collection, I want to run through those items really quick so I don't keep you waiting. So opening up this box, I did already remove like the bubble wrap and stuff like that. Everything came super nicely packaged. I ordered mine directly from ColourPop. And inside you can see it says, meet me at platform 9 3/4. And then inside, sorry, I'm such a nerd and I'm geeking out so hard right now. Inside you've got a little card that comes with everything that comes in this collection, and that's basically it. It just says calling all witches, wizards, and muggles. That's what the text said, and so they immediately had my attention. Such a Harry Potter nerd. All right, so first off, I want to just kind of show you the things that come in this collection because there is quite a bit that they did with this collection. First off, and the thing that most people are probably going to be interested in, is the pressed eyeshadow palette. This retails for $30. There are 24 different shades in here, and it is absolutely stunning, as you can tell. Again, in the tutorial portion of the video is when I'll go into like swatches and application and all of that. Next up, something else that everyone will probably be interested in is the highlighters. I suspect that these two things will be kind of the first to go from this collection, but these highlighters are the Super Shock formula, so that cream to powder. These retail for $12 each. You are getting 3 different shades. So there is Buckbeat, there is Dobie, look at this packaging, and then there is Hedwig. I am a super big fan of owls. I go into a tangent in that later in the tutorial. But anyway, all right, something that kind of surprised me, and again, I'm not really a big fan of these products in general, but this is the graphic ink liners. Of course, there is one for each of the houses. So for Hufflepuff, this one is called Cup. The one for Gryffindor is called Sword. The one for Ravenclaw is Diadem. And then the one for Slytherin is Locket. And of course, it is the house colors, as you can tell by the packaging. But yeah, these were pretty interesting to me. These retail for $10 each. All right, and then you are getting a lot of different lip products in this collection. First off are some balms. Now, these are from like the Fourth Ray Beauty line. I did already open these, obviously. I just kind of put them back in here for this portion of the video. But you've got the 4 different houses. The packaging, again, is absolutely stunning. You've got, you know, the character traits of each house on the side. And I don't think I even mentioned this in the tutorial portion, but the Slytherin one is called Pride, which is their biggest character trait. Gryffindor is called Courage. Hufflepuff is called Patience, and then Ravenclaw is called Wit. I don't know how I missed that later on in this video, but there you go. Those retail for $10 each as well. And then there are 4 other lip products in this collection, and each one of these retails for $10 as well. So first off, you're getting 1 Luxe Gloss. This is in Elle Lovegood for Luna Lovegood, one of my favorite characters from the show. And then you have got 3 Velvet Liquid Lipsticks, and as you can tell, these are the main characters. So you have H. Granger for Hermione Granger, you've got R. Weasley for Ronald Weasley, and H. Potter for Harry Potter, of course. And yeah, that is everything that came in this collection. There are some duos that ColourPop is offering online. So they're offering like the balm and the liquid liner, and they're doing that as a pair for $18 each. And then I have also seen like the Luxe Gloss and the Velvet Lipstick are offered as a duo for $18, and then these two liquid lipsticks are offered as a duo for $18. There is also the big like bundle set for the whole collection. The whole bundle is $170. It's $186 value, so you are saving a little bit of money. Or you can pick up the PR box, which the only place I think you can buy that is on ColourPop's website. That is what I bought. You get, I mean, really, I shouldn't have got it, but it was such a little price difference that I wanted to have it to show you guys. Really what you're getting extra in that is this box that it's coming in, and then this little card, but you don't really need either. I am a collector, so I probably will like keep this box and store something in it. But yeah, PR box retails for $174 and it has a $190 value. All right, but that is like an overview of everything in this collection. Let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial portion. All right, guys, so as you can tell, we have got a lot to go through. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. As you can tell, we are starting off, I've got a bare face. All I have on so far is my skincare, and then I do have my eyelids prepped with my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. It's just the one that I use all the time. So I like to use that when I'm testing out eyeshadow palettes because I know how that performs. But anyway, we're gonna start off with a lip balm that came in this collection. Now, of course, there are 4, and that is for the 4 houses. So you've got Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Gryffindor. And I personally have taken the quiz. I am a Slytherin. My daughter has taken the quiz. She's a Hufflepuff. We're like a huge Harry Potter family. And I love all of the Harry Potters. At any given point, at any given time in the year, you could say, what do you want to watch? And I guarantee you Harry Potter will be one of my choices. But yeah, these retail for $10 each. Now, I don't know if I would have gotten the whole set, honestly. Like I said, whenever I saw this, I just grabbed the whole entire collection. I wanted the PR set because I am a huge Harry Potter fan. However, like looking back, if I was just somebody that didn't review makeup and things like that, I definitely don't think that I would have gotten all 4 of these, but we're gonna go through like the houses and the scents really quick. All right, starting off, we're going to be looking at the Gryffindor again. Look at this packaging. I love it so much. It's got the little emblems for each house, and then on the side it kind of tells what that like the character traits are of the individuals that are in this house. So for Gryffindor, for instance, it's bravery, courage, and determination. Of course, Albus Dumbledore was a Gryffindor, so were the Potters and the Weasleys. Now, the scent on this one is supposed to be butterbeer. I happen to love butterbeer. I went to like a Harry Potter event that they had locally, and butterbeer was one of the things. So good. It was my favorite one that they offered. It was like a drinking Harry Potter convention, if you will. But this is the packaging here. Again, these are $10 if I didn't mention that. But this is supposed to be eggnog with notes of island rum, sweet ginger, clove, cinnamon, and aged vanilla. And this is what it looks like here. I am going to apply probably 2 of these. I'll do Gryffindor and then I will do my house. These feel really nice. I always start off, you know, with my makeup application with some type of balm on my lips. So this is definitely, you know, something that you could use every single day. As far as the scent and everything, it's not very strong, but like if I lick my lips, I can taste it. But as far as like the actual scent goes, the scent is not that strong on this one. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. So as you can tell, that was like no color. I think that's gonna be the deal with all of these. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and go into Hufflepuff, which is this one here. Now, Hufflepuffs are typically, let's see, they're dedicated, they're patient, and they're loyal. I also have seen where this house is very kind in general. Again, this is the one that my daughter is in. As far as scents and things go, I think this would be probably my second favorite. This one is Popping Pixie Wing Dust, and this is supposed to be a scent of fluffy marshmallows, vanilla bean, wild coconut, and juicy berries. So all of that sounds amazing. This one I can pick up on the scent more, and this one smells really good. I'm gonna save this one for my daughter, of course, because I know that she will love that. And also, I wanted to mention, as far as like the film and like wizards go, Cedric Diggory, who was played by Robert Pattinson in the films, that was a Hufflepuff. Next up is Ravenclaw. Ravenclaws are very wise. Let's see here. They are always learning. They have wit and wisdom. So these are going to be your smart cookies. Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter books and films was a Ravenclaw. And we're going to go ahead and open this one up. The scent on this one is Sugar Quills. So this one is supposed to be blackberries, woodland basil, hints of spiced vanilla bean. This one, of course, is blue. Again, the scent on these is very light. I mean, I can smell it, but it's nothing crazy. You can definitely pick up on the berries in this one. And then last up is My House. This is Slytherin, and the scent on this one is Peppermint Toad. So this is wild peppermint, garden spearmint, and hints of clove. And of course, you've got the snake on there. Now, Slytherins are supposed to be ambitious, cunning, and have pride. And mine is green. I love that I'm Slytherin because green's my favorite color as well. And of course, some naughty wizards are from Slytherin. You've got the Malfoys, of course. You've got Mr. Tom Riddle, which is Voldemort himself. You also have got Severus Snape, which honestly I love. He's such a good character. And one of my favorite characters is Bellatrix Strange, and she was also Slytherin. So I'm happy with my house, honestly. This one, again, I can't really pick up on the scent, but I can taste it, and it does taste like a sweet mint. But yeah, guys, that is all of the balms in this collection. All right, moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the eyeshadow palette. This palette feels very nice. I absolutely love it. You've got Hedwig here, the little owl. I love owls. I usually have owls in my background. I have owls all throughout my house. I have owls outside of my house. I don't know what it is about them. It's probably my favorite animal. When you think of them, I just think of being someone that's like wise and alone and like kind of secretive, kind of spooky, but like beautiful. I don't know. I just think of like beauty and interesting when I think of owls, and yeah, and independent as well. But yeah, I love owls. Anyway, short off on a little tangent there. But anyway, this palette is very nice. It retails for $30, and you're getting 24 different eyeshadows in here. I think that is a super good deal. It's kind of in that like book format where you could have this sitting up and it just looks like a book. It feels really nice. Then you have got the 4 different houses. So Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and Gryffindor. You've got like a cat. You've got Harry Potter's glasses. You've got some mail. You've got the snitch. Yeah, huge fan just from the packaging. Then you open it up. You do not have a mirror in this one, but you do have like this crest, which is again very cool. It's got the emblems from each of the houses. And inside here are the colors that you're getting. I absolutely love this color story. I think it is an everyday color story. You have got a lot of just everyday neutrals in here, in my opinion. So as far as the formula goes, you've got matte, you've got metallic, you've got matte with sparkle, which is not my favorite. You have some pressed glitter, and then the tie-dye shades are Color Shock formula. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys some swatches. Holy crap, guys. So this is the best that I could do, but as you can tell, I did build this shade up. It did build up nicely, but you definitely would have to build that one up. This is the swatches of everything. As you can tell, I think this is beautiful, just kind of everyday type of shades. This one is super poppy. This one is the shade Golden Snitch. Such a beautiful one. Let's go ahead and get into this eye look. All right, guys, to start off, I'm going to go into the shade Hufflepuff. I honestly love the names in here too. You've got Patronus, you've got Hungarian Horntail, you've got Gillyweed, Floating Candles, Lumos, you've got the Golden Snitch, Butterbeer, Forbidden Forest, Nimbus 2000, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Dementor, Gryffindor, Pumpkin Juice. I mean, all things that if you're a Harry Potter fan, you definitely will resonate with. I'm going to go ahead and go into Hufflepuff. It does have a little bit of kick up. I don't know if that's picking up. It's not like a whole ton, but it's definitely there. In general, I find that a lot of ColourPop eyeshadows are really soft, therefore they do kick up powder, but they also blend very well also. So that's kind of just like a give and take. Oh, I didn't even realize this. You've got like the little spell book on here as well. And then you've got the sorting hat. I love the attention to detail on this packaging. So nice. I do kind of wish it had a mirror just because, you know, you have to dip in and then grab a mirror. But yeah, so far that's really the only downside that I see. It is a little bit of a larger palette as well, so it can kind of be a little bit awkward to use. All right, I really kind of want to go into that super poppy, like Golden Snitch shade. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and start deepening this up. And I'm going to kind of go in between Whomping Willow and Great Hall. So I'm just going to kind of dip in between those two to make my own shade. And I'm going to put this one like directly in the crease. And it is coming down on the eyelid a bit, as you can see as well. But I really just want to keep this lower so I have a nice gradient in the crease area. Next up, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into Golden Snitch. This is just a metallic, but this feels like one of those Super Shock shades. It is so soft and pigmented. And I'm just going to kind of pat this on to the center of the lid. I'm going to leave the outer and inner corner blank for right now. And I kind of want to highlight my house in this video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Slytherin. So I'm just taking a flat little shader brush and we are going to start off by just tapping this on the outer third over here of the eye, just this little corner. Then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to bring that into this inner corner. Don't want the inner corner to be too dark. That is why I'm doing it this way. And I'm just kind of like pulling that onto that gold so these two shades will blend together. Okay, you see how it kind of is like fading into that gold? It's exactly what I wanted. And then I'm going to kind of do the same over here, just flicking that dark green onto this gold. And then I'm going to kind of connect with whatever is left on my brush. I'm just going to connect the crease. Going back in with my finger and that Golden Snitch, I'm going to apply this just to the center of the lid again. So I felt like I lost a little bit of that intensity. And then with a clean finger, I'm just going to kind of rub in between all of these shades and really mix those together. There we go. That is exactly what I wanted. Then I'm going to go back in with that first big blending brush that we used. And what I'm going to do is take just one little tap really into Hufflepuff, which was that very first shade we started out with. I am going to dust this off a little bit, and just where all of these colors are coming together in the crease, very lightly, I'm just going to blend this shade over everything just to really melt it together nicely, make everything super blended. And I do think I want to darken up the outer corners just a little smidge more. So I just dipped into Slytherin one more time, which was that dark green. And very lightly, I'm just blending on the very outermost edges of this look. Just to deepen it back up. Alright guys, that is going to be it for the upper lid. I'm going to go ahead and clean this eye up, do the other eye, put on a bit of my other makeup, and then we will be back for the rest. So I have a good bit of the rest of my makeup done. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back in with this eyeshadow palette for the lower lash line. And honestly, I think what I want to do is kind of dip in between those two shades because I love the shade of those two mixed together. It kind of makes like a more lime green type of a shade. And I'm just going to put this all along the lower lash line. Now I'm going to go in with just Golden Snitch. And right here on the center, I'm just going to kind of focus that shade. And I'm going to build it up right in the center. Just to kind of mimic what we have going on top, if you get what I'm saying. All right, now with a little pencil brush, I have got to use this shade right here, Gillyweed. As you can tell, it's kind of like an icy green type of a shade. It definitely has like a greenish shift to it. So that is what I'm going to use for the inner corner. All right, and I'm going to bring it down to like the inner third as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and catch up the other eye really quick. All right, guys, so that is the Slytherin eyeshadow look, if you will. You could definitely do other things with this that are green related. I love all of the greens in here, honestly. Even this has got like a green undertone to it. Love it so much, but we are not going to stop here because there are also some graphic ink liners that came in this collection. So here are the graphic ink liners here. These retail for $10 as well, and of course there are 4 of them. They're in the different houses as well. So, whoops. First off, we'll go ahead with this one. This is Gryffindor. The shade on this one is called Sword, and this is described as a metallic, vibrant, warm red. This is what the outer packaging looks like here. It just says Wizarding World, and it's got Harry Potter, and then you have got the little stars and lightning bolts. I absolutely love it. I'm a space nerd. I'm a Harry Potter nerd. All things are coming together for me here. And as you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, I don't wear a lot of liquid liner at all. So this will be interesting, me trying to film this. But here is the shade there. And again, it is a metallic, vibrant, warm red. That would be really pretty at Christmas time. All right, next up is the Hufflepuff shade. This one is called Cup. And this one is described as being a metallic, bright, warm yellow. So I'm just going to give it a little shake. Again, same exact packaging. There's no like character or like emblems, you know, on these. They all look the same. Now, this one, I think you would probably have some trouble showing up. This one you might could use as like a topper and just kind of like tap that in the middle of like a brown smoky eye. I think that would be really pretty. Definitely think I want to try that out with that one because it is more of a sheer color in comparison to that sword shade. All right, and next up is the Ravenclaw one, and this one is Diadem? I don't know. Like I said, I'm a fan of the movies, but I don't know where that's coming from. This is described as a deep blue though, so out of all of them, this is one of the colors that I was the most interested in. There is that. Absolutely beautiful. I love that shade. All right, and then last up is the Slytherin one that I will be using. This one is called Locket, and this one is a rich forest green. So again, just giving it a little shake. Look at these nails, y'all. Are they not the coolest? I'm so ready for Halloween. And it's only, gosh, September 18th when I'm filming this. I'm ready. I've been ready. So there is that green. And of course the green is what I'm going to be using today. But here these are absolutely beautiful. If any, I would probably skip on this one. Like I said, I do want to see how that looks like in the center of a smoky brown eye, just as like a topper type of a deal. But yeah, this or this would be extremely pretty at Christmas time, and the rest of these are really pigmented. I just don't really wear liquid liners, so you know, if I wasn't doing a review on this, I would skip all of these, honestly. It's just not something that I would pick up because I don't use it that much. And again, the packaging on these is beautiful. Even the detailing inside the packaging, all along the outside, these are absolutely beautiful. I'm documenting them here so that I can throw them away. Otherwise, I know I would want to keep them, but yeah, they are really, really, really cute. All right, so going in with Locket, I probably am just going to keep this close to my lash line, honestly, because like I said, I do not typically wear liquid liner. Yep, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just really going to line my eye and that's it. I do think with these, you really just need to lay it down once, because if you kind of keep going back over it with the product that's wet, it's going to like pick itself up. I did notice that. I did fix it. I'm happy with it, but just something to note, like one and done, girl. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, do the other eye, put on my mascara, and then we'll be back for the rest of this collection. All right, guys, I am back, and this is the finished eyeshadow look. You cannot tell me that this is a $30 eyeshadow palette. This looks like a $50 to $70 eyeshadow palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I'm so happy with the finished look. Let's go ahead and get into the next product from this collection. Okay, so this is probably one of the most exciting products for me, other than the eyeshadow palette that came out in this collection. And I probably would want to pick up all of these, honestly, just because they speak to my heart. But the first one is, oh, and let me tell you what we're talking about. This is the highlighters from this collection. There are 3 of them. This is the Super Shock formula, so it's going to be that cream to powder formula. These retail for $12 each, and as I mentioned, there are 3 shades. First off, we have got Hedwig, and this one is described as an icy white. I just dropped it, so hopefully it did not break, but I do like that you can tell which ones you're picking up. Like if you had a stack of these, you could tell which one it is because it's going to say it on the cover here. but you open it up and here is this shade here. I think this would pair beautifully with the eyeshadow palette with some of those like periwinkle blue purple type of shades in the inner corner. This would be absolutely beautiful, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you a swatch. As you can tell, it's kind of that icy white with a purplish blue shift. Absolutely beautiful. If you were gonna be Elsa for Halloween, here you go. All right, next up is Dobie. You have to get Dobie if you don't get anything else. Now, Dobie is described as being a warm gold. And look, it's got his little sock on there. How freaking cute. Whereas on Hedwig, it had, you know, the mail, you know, where he would deliver a shit ton of letters to Harry's house. Ooh, this one is so creamy. Oh my god. This would be a beautiful eyeshadow if you have deeper skin tone. I imagine this would be a beautiful highlighter for you. For me, this is kind of more of like a bronzer topper slash eyeshadow, honestly. I could probably, if I'm self-tanned, kind of like illuminate my shoulders and my collarbone and stuff like that with this shade, but that is too deep for my face. All right, and then last up is Buckbeak, sorry. But of course, that is this like big eagle type deal. All right, and here is what this one looks like. This one is described as being a silver taupe, so a more cool toned version. And oh my god, this as well would be a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow. But yeah, I think this is I don't know which one to use. I think I'm gonna use this on one cheek and this on the other, and we're gonna see, you know, what the deal is. All right, so first off, I'm gonna go into Buckbeak, and I'm just gonna take a little brush here because I really do want to have a light application of this. You can go overboard really quickly with the Super Shock formula. Okay, so that is super pretty. It just looks very like subtle in my opinion and kind of glassy. That is the vibes that is giving, and freaking love it. Next up, I'm gonna go into Dobie. I am gonna go ahead and just wipe this brush off. Got this wiped off. Now I'm gonna go into Dobie. Dobie is one of my favorite characters from Harry Potter, period. Don't mess with my boy Dobie. All right, and yeah, I mean, that definitely does give like a cast for sure. So I don't like using that one on my face. I think I'm gonna go in with this one and kind of cover that up if I can. Bring the light back. But for deeper skin tones, I would think that would be absolutely beautiful. For super, super fair skin tones, like really porcelain skin, this Hedwig shade would be beautiful. But for me, like I said, I think I would probably use that more as like an inner corner highlight paired with the eyeshadow palette. I think it would be so stunning. And if you were going to be Elsa or something like that for Halloween, like an Ice Queen or something like that, it would be just the perfect one to grab. All right, now I'm just going to tap in there and put this right over the brows. I'm putting this all the places I normally would. And that's it, guys. I really, really love all of these highlighters. If you are my skin tone though, and you're just looking for a highlighter, like you definitely don't want to pick up all of them. For my skin tone or anywhere close to that, I would think Buckbeak would be the option for you. But all cute. All right, guys, so I went ahead and lined my lips. This is a Makeup Forever. This is the Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. You can use this on your lips or your eyes, wherever. but it is like almost the exact same color as my lips, so I do enjoy using that one. And next up, we are going to go into the lip products that came in this collection. There are 3 Velvet liquid lipsticks, and then there is 1 Luxe gloss. So I think I'm going to start off with the Luxe gloss just because I do want to show you what this looks like if you don't have any other products on your lips. So this one is in L Lovegood, and so that is of course Luna, my little Ravenclaw girl. And on the side of these, they have a quote from each one of the characters. If I'm going to keep any packaging, it's going to be this because it has their little quotes. But hers is, "You're just as sane as I am." And I absolutely love her. Again, she's like one of my favorite characters from the books, from the movies. And here is the gloss here. This is described as being a shimmering sheer icy blue. Shades like this are also beautiful over dark lipsticks. Oh yeah, look at that shimmer. Again, if I have any Elsas out there, I don't know why this picked up something. Oh duh, my lip liner. All right, so basically all I'm going to do is just wipe that off on this little towel that I have down here, and it's good to go. Just a tip, if you ever get, you know, something on your applicator, if you don't want to stick it back in there to disrupt the color or the formula or anything like that, just wipe it off. But yeah, this is it here. It feels really nice. I don't really feel any of those glitter particles, but as you can tell, there are a ton. But yeah, all my little Elsas, this would be beautiful. All right, I went ahead and wiped that off. I did reapply my lip liner, and as you can tell, some of those glitter particles are still stuck to my lip. I'm not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna keep going, but I do want to just put a little swatch of this on my hand as well. But you can see that shine and all of those glitter reflex. So pretty. And of course, the packaging, its glasses and little lightning bolts, super cute. Next up is the Velvet liquid lipsticks. I'm going to start off with the first one that I have here, which is Hermione Granger. This was like stuck to something in the box, so that's kind of disappointing, but it does have it on the other side as well. And hers is, of course, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. So here we go. This is her here. Super duper cute. This one is described as being a warm peachy nude. You guys know I love a good nude. This is it here. Such a pretty shade. All right, next up is Mr. Ronald Weasley, and his quote is "Swish and flick." This color is described as being a burnt orange. Looks really bright to me. Let's see what the swatch looks like. Again, these colors are absolutely beautiful for fall, winter. These are pretty close to each other. This one is just a little bit more of a poppy shade, whereas this one is a little bit more coral. And then last up is Mr. Harry Potter himself. His quote is, "I solemnly swear that I am up to no good." And here is this packaging. This one is the darkest of the bunch, and this one is described as being a rich brick red. All right, so here are our shades here. I think that for this look, I may honestly go in with this Ronald Weasley, which is that burnt orange. I love shades like that. I'm very surprised I'm not going in with the nude. Go ahead and start to apply this. It is a very like light, moussey formula. Hey guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I really like it, honestly. I really like this lip as well. I think maybe not compared with this eye, But if you just had on like a goldish kind of like smoky look with this lip, I think it would be absolutely beautiful, or kind of like a monochromatic type of a look. So pretty. But for the sake of today, because I am going out, I'm going to wipe this off and put on a lip that I would more likely wear with this eye combination. And that liquid lipstick really does lock down. Like, this is me scrubbing my lips after only having it on maybe like a minute or two. And you can definitely see I've got some staining on my lips as well. So that would be really good for like a long wear aspect. But yeah. Alright guys, so I just threw on a more like of a peachy nude. I guess maybe I should have went for the Hermione Granger one. But anyway, this one is from Makeup Revolution, and it's the Oogie Boogie one that they came out with last year. I absolutely love it and love pulling it out at this time of year. Alright, let's talk about the must-haves from this collection. First off, the eyeshadow palette is a no-brainer, guys. 24 eyeshadows for $30. You are getting this super nice, like, heavy-duty type of a packaging. And the shades in here, like I said, I feel like these are really kind of like everyday type of shades. I mean, take out those little purples, like this row of 3 right here, and everything else is very much everyday shades. Everything performed really nicely. I mean, as you can tell, look at the impactfulness of these eyeshadows. I love it. Can't say enough good things. I love all the mattes that you get in here. I feel like you are getting a lot of solid, like everyday type of mattes that you just need in general. You've got everything that you need here. So it's kind of like everyday neutrals for the crease and like building up the outer corners and stuff. And then you've got some fun little pops to go on the lid. Love this. I definitely think that this is a must-have. Another must-have from this collection, I would say, is these highlighters. I really loved this Buckbeat one that I have. It just looks wet and dewy, and it's really, really beautiful. Love this one, but of course, both of these are cute as well. I'm really happy that I have all 3 of those. And then everything else, I would say, the only other thing I really, really liked was this gloss. This I thought was absolutely beautiful. Thought it was really dimensional, super interesting. Everything else, I would say I could kind of give or take. If I were buying this by myself, that would be the things that I would be the most interested in. If anything else, maybe one of the lip balms. And like I said, the liner, I actually did really, really like. I just am not like a big liner person. Otherwise, those liners are fantastic. Maybe not the one that was called Cup, which was that light gold. I think you'd have some trouble showing up as a liner, possibly. But yeah, those are really nice. But otherwise, I really like the Hufflepuff scent in these, and also Gryffindor, because that was the butterbeer. I think those are probably like the best scents from the Balms. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry, I know it was super long. I was geeking out a little bit. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.